Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some Expedition 33. Now that they have won Game of the Year, a new update has come out with some new content, new fights. I don't know if there's going to be new story. Supposedly the Endless Tower has also been updated in some way. I don't know if we'll be checking that part out or not. But to get there, we start here at Lumiere. And over there's a new area where SKA can now dive in. I haven't gone to it at all, but I wanted to make sure that I actually had the ability, so I looked up how to get there. And yeah, you just need SKA to be able to dive here. So, what's this area called? Oh, actually, I already knew what it was called. It's called Verso's Drafts. There's obviously other areas called, like, various persons' drafts, like Renoir's drafts. So, we'll get into it, see if there's any story or anything as we come in here. But yeah, there might be a little bit of a learning curve as I haven't played this game in... I don't know, when was the last time we played Expedition? 5 months? I don't remember what my characters do. Like, I remember the basic idea of what they're supposed to do, but I don't remember the logistics behind how they work. I know that Lune generates AP for everyone and heals. Minoko shoots people infinity times because he never runs out of AP. And then Mael one-shots everybody. So if we remember those principles, hopefully we could get through anything. Also, I remember that our strategy was break them every single turn with gradient attacks from Minoko and then generate 3 gradient again. I also heard that there's supposed to be like new costumes and stuff. So hopefully we'll get some of those. Let's remember what costumes and stuff we have currently. So our team, yeah, is Lune, Mael, and Minoko. And yep, Mael has the white expedition uniform. You can't even see Minoko because he's hiding in the shadow. What was his costume called? Oh, it was also the pure one, but I guess it's not white. Because hers is the pure one, yeah. And Verso and CL had the weird costumes. And what was this one? Was this like... Oh, this was Clea's outfit. Right. This outfit's pretty cool as well. Oh boy, it's gotta load a little bit, but I think we'll be okay once we...
The chroma here is very old. We're in one of the deepest layers of the canvas.
Oh, last time I was here, I was but a small escape.
Is that so? So we're just gonna take our time, appreciate what they've made here. I have no idea how long it's gonna be or how much there is. Maybe I should have looked up that part, but part of the fun is not knowing.
Where are we?
Oh, Vaso mentioned this place, but he never showed it to me.
It was his private hideout when he wanted to escape.
Yeah. No sisters allowed.
Okay, so if we understand correctly, the verso we're playing is not the same verso that created this canvas, like the whole world. So this is the real verso, who is Mael's brother, who died. Which they didn't. They kind of expanded upon that whole like family feud thing outside of this world, but there's so much more that they could do with that too. So I wonder if this is going to explain it at all. But obviously immediately we see that it is going to tie into the story somehow. And the first flag that we see is not at all an expedition flag. I hear Esquier in the distance. He's got to be down there somewhere. What is this? It's just a drawing? It looks like it's probably Verso playing with one of the dogs, probably Minoko, because I think Noko was still a small dog, like a puppy. What's this area called? Open Playground. I'm trying to remember. I don't see a teleport button. I was hoping maybe we could learn some more names of stuff, but I think we have to actually have more flags before we could teleport, or maybe this area will only have one flag. So it's kind of like a giant amusement. Oh, now I see Esquier. He's right over there. He's flying around. Oh wait, there's multiple Esquiers. What's up with that? Okay, well, I'm gonna go left to right as I think it'll make it like easier to start exploring stuff, or I might break that rule immediately because this guy seems kind of important to go to. I can't tell if these are enemies. They kind of seem like they might be enemies. There's also some ghostly gestrels over there, which we've only seen ghostly gestrels at that one river, I think. Well, let's walk up to this guy. He seems angry. Probably an enemy, but maybe not. Maybe he's the carnival director around here or something. Hello, good sir. Oh, we're fighting. Turn on him. Okay, it's a little bit laggy still. I assume that because, like, all these animations and stuff, I haven't loaded up the game in forever. So maybe after we do things for the first time, like enter battles and attacks and stuff, it'll all get smoother. I see they made some new music. Even though it's taking its time to load, we can appreciate the new music. I mean, it's not like a crazy banger quite yet, but I'm sure they gotta have something, right? They can't just have like the soundtrack for the game be amazing and then they didn't put something amazing into the update, right? So, basic strategy, as you could see, Lune gets 2 turns, and she starts off with 9 AP. So, we want to Typhoon immediately, which will give everyone a full range of all buffs, plus give everyone full AP. And we can't target anyone with this because it hits everybody.
Eternity of ice.
Okay, these guys are strong. Well, not that strong. So Typhoon, obviously, when you take another turn, it goes off again. So since we take 2 turns, we get to immediately hit them again. And you can see now everyone has 9 AP plus all the buffs. What was our basic strategy after that? We had like multiple different things we could do, right? Oh, I remember we subbed in Stormcaller at some point, but we used to use Terraquake instead. I'm trying to remember exactly how the stains and stuff work. I think they changed what the stains look like, right? Because now the stains have little like icons on them. They used to just be colors, but now it looks like they have icons, right? You can see the little fire on the red stain, and you can see the little leaf on the green stain, and then on the right, you can see like a star on the light stain and a snowflake on the blue stain. And then I assume if we flip over here, you can see kind of like a lightning bolt on the yellow stain. Pretty sure that's all new. Yeah, I know they're new, but I think they added them before this update. I feel like I saw someone playing the game and those were already in there. So yeah, Lune is a very diverse character who could do lots of things for us. Obviously, it seems like this fight's not going to be very difficult. So I could probably just go Stormcaller and win. Stormcaller is super OP for Minoko specifically because Minoko hits people in indeterminate amount of times. So let's just do that, shall we? It's a little bit hard to hit the perfects at the moment, but I assume after we use the moves, it will all cycle through and then be smoother. So I don't remember exactly why Minoko starts an Almighty stance. I'm sure that I did something with his build to make him start an Almighty stance. Did it always have... I feel like it didn't have the explanation below it for what Minoko's corresponding skills are more powerful. Like, I feel like it didn't say that below his wheel before. I also don't remember because Minoko... I built him a specific way that you want to use specific moves to get a certain distance around the wheel. And I don't remember what distance we want to get around the wheel, so that's going to take a little bit of a learning curve. Let's look at his abilities real quick. So we got like a 2-turn, a 5-turn, a 3-turn, a 4-turn, and a 6-turn, huh? I think the goal was to get around the wheel fully in 2 turns every single time. Or maybe it was to get to green in 2 turns? I don't remember exactly. It's going to take me a little bit to remember. But I do know that we would always try and get a 2nd turn by using Abyssed Wind. And that's why probably we wanted to start an Almighty, because then the Abyssed Wind is free, so we can use 0 AP to guarantee getting another turn. And so the other thing that Minoko does is he has a bunch of ways to get AP back on his turn. So let's just start shooting at people. You can see that instantly he burns them, which I think was supposed to give him an AP back. But maybe not. I thought when he applied a status, he would get AP back. But you can see every time he shoots, he also... Oh, maybe the burn doesn't count. Really? I thought the burn counted. But obviously when I applied the mark, I got AP back. And when I hit the mark, I'll get AP back. I also remember his first shot with free aim can break people. But like right now, I couldn't break this guy with it. But yeah, so we got the AP back for that. Then I can kind of switch targets. And you can see every single time we get the lightning strikes as well. I wasn't really expecting to mark this guy immediately. So if I remember correctly, I want to get to like 5 AP. But now I think it doesn't matter anymore because now I'm going to be hitting a mark. From hitting a... But I was hitting a burning enemy the whole time. Because he was already burning before Minoko started shooting because Lune is set up to get him to burn immediately with Typhoon. Because she has 2 chances to proc a burn with her Typhoon. I think I remember what you're saying, but I believe that it... Maybe I just overcapped on AP turn 1, so it didn't actually work. Anyways, let's shoot this guy. We're back to full AP again. And yeah, I think we go down to like 5 AP if I remember correctly. I gotta remember how to play Minoko because he is the most complicated of my characters. And then we back out. We go for Abyssed Wind. We'll go on this guy because he's got double mark on him. That's free. Gets us back to 8 AP. Now we got another turn. And now we need to choose... Sorry, if I'm being really slow with this battle, I'm just trying to remember how to play this character. Or all the characters, I guess, but... now we gotta choose how far we're gonna get around the wheel. Because if we go 1, 2, 3, we get into red. 4, 5 gets us into green. 6, 7. So there's no 7. So there's no way to get back to Almighty. But getting into green is pretty decent because then we can do the Hexka Crush to give more defenseless. Now that only matters against big bosses. It's not going to matter against regular enemies. Otherwise, we just need to make sure we're saving enough AP to use a move. Can I break the lollipop by shooting it? It's possible. So Minoko, the first thing he does on his turn, if he shoots someone first and they have break available, it will break them. So this guy is going to break. Now, can I break the lollipop? It's definitely a target. The lollipop got broken. I don't know if I'm supposed to shoot it more, but let's shoot the other one. So you were correct. Obviously something happened. Unfortunately, the game kind of lagged. I assume that first time everything happens, it's going to lag a little bit. So the lollipop breaks a little bit more every single time. Okay. We broke one of his lollipops. Alright, so you could definitely break the lollipops. That's clever. I wouldn't have realized that, at least not the first fight. And you can see we're already at 3 gradient, right? They haven't even gotten a turn. Minoko's not even done with his second turn yet. We already have 3 gradient charges. Anyways, that guy's stunned, so he can't do anything anymore. We'll shoot this guy a few times. And I think we always want to, like, use up all of our AP if possible. Oh, wait, he's got, like, cotton candy on his hands now. And I have, like, next to his picture, he's got, like, a 4. And, like, some pink cotton candy. Oh, wait, it's up top, right. Status effects. For each stack, the character's next instance of damage with a skill or an attack is reduced to 1. Wait, was this only doing 1? No, okay, so these don't count. So we've essentially, we've now used Minoko as a lightning rod to absorb these debuffs, which is probably fine, right? Because Mael's our damage dealer anyways. We've now used him as a lightning rod to absorb all the debuffs. Although that makes me think, was there a reason to break the lollipops, or was that exclusively a negative for us? Or does that mean when he's taking damage? It might be when he's taking damage, actually. That would make more sense, because otherwise it would just be a negative to shoot the lollipops, right? Anyways, the other reason that we have this blue skill next, and 5, is that it takes us all the way over to green, which then we can use Abyssed Wind to pop us back into Almighty. But this move can also break. Oh, I missed that one. It didn't do enough to break. Okay. Fair enough. So then what does Mael do? Mael gets to start in Virtuous Stance. We can obviously use Fury to stay in Virtuous Stance and break the other guy. We have Sword Ballet to do a ton of damage. We have Gustav's Homage, also does a ton of damage, but we really only want to use it when someone's marked. Momentum Strike. I don't think we ever really used Momentum Strike, but it is high damage. Only on people who are marked, but I think Gustav's Homage is probably better for that. It just costs less AP. Burning Canvas, I remember, our entire strategy was get a whole bunch of burn. Well, one of our strategies was get a whole bunch of burn on people, and then try and Burning Canvas them for tons of damage. And that actually worked pretty well. Pyrolyst was just a way for Mael to apply burn to people. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna go with Fury and break that guy. So that means I can use 2 AP for free. Oh yeah, she does tons of damage. Right. Yeah, you can see that we've kind of already have 25 burn on that guy, 15 burn on this guy, so... We do a lot of burn.
Precision.
Alright, okay, I think we got an idea of how our stuff works. Battle loot. Are these new? These seem new. Breaks last one more turn, but the target can't be broken twice. I would rather just break them every single turn, honestly. Every third hit of a skill deals double damage. That could be good for Mael. Double third. Wait, they have 3 stats on them? Have they always had 3 stats? Hold on, I want to look at... It also seemed like it shows you the Lumina cost right there in the top right. It was kind of faint, but you can see the Lumina cost of the Picto after you master it. Okay, hold on. I remember these only having 2 stats. Yeah, they only have 2 stats. But these have 3 stats. Although I would assume that they're probably lower stat-wise because it's split over 3. Yeah, we probably don't want to do that. But it would be a good Lumina, possibly for Mael. Because she has a lot of skills that hit more than 3 times, and some that hit more than 6 times. Does Ballet hit 9 times? How do I look at people's moves again? Skills here. This hits 3 times. This hits 5 times. Oh, Ballet only hits 5 times. This hits 8 times. Still only get 2 procs of that. This hits 3 times, 5 times, 1 time. So it would definitely do something, right? It wouldn't be useless. It would probably be the biggest bonus on Burning Canvas if we have a bunch of burns stacked up, because just doubling the 3rd hit. I wish it hit 6 times, but... Yeah, almost all of Mael's abilities would benefit from that. But I don't really want to swap out my Pictos right now, just because I don't remember our builds well enough to work on that. So what do we got here? We could shoot this. What did that do? Oh, it's a puzzle. It's the jelly puzzle. Except now we got new things to shoot. Let's go explore over here then. Okay, what is this? Is that an enemy? It seems like an enemy. So the only unfortunate thing about my build is we pretty much have to do this every single time. Even though the enemies aren't that strong, we're kind of forced into the same loop. But since they're weak and we know they're weak, we could probably just straight up kill one of them with Lune. Do you have AoE? I thought I put an AoE on you. No, I think we took it off. She has like a fire move that hits everybody, which might make things go faster right now, just because these enemies are kind of weak. Lightning Dance is so OP. Okay, he's broken immediately. Did I get a mark at some point? Has he really not been marked yet? There we go.
Time to bleed.
Back to 7 AP. He actually had full AP when he killed that guy. And then I think all of my characters have on kill get 3 AP back. So what do we got here? Another new one. Consume a healing tint when falling below 50% HP. That's not that bad. I wonder, like, I guess the only limitation is how many healing tints you have. That one only has defense on it, though. How do we see how many healing tints we have again? I don't think it shows. I don't know if it shows in any of these menus. Oh, bottom right there. Yeah, we only have 7 healing tints. I don't know if I missed some or there's just the less healing tints than other things. Because 11 revive tints seems like a lot. So I feel like I must have missed some. Okay, there's a thing. Okay, there's a cave here. Okay, usually we gotta shoot 3 of these. Is it still 3? It is still 3. What is this?
Well,
New equipment for Lune. Esquime. It seemed to do dark damage. I don't think Lune had any weapons that did dark before, right? Is that true? There was very few things that did dark. I think CL was the one. Oh, I guess she had this. CL was the one who had the most dark things, if I remember correctly. Also, Gradient was really rare. What does this do? We love a... Okay, she has maxed out agility and defense, so this is like the ideals. What is her weapon right now? Oh, I guess her weapon scales very well off of those things as well. But right now we get 100% critical chance when 4 stains are active, which we don't care about that. I think it was critical hits apply burn was the only thing I cared about. The only reason I was using this weapon was specifically to crit with Typhoon and apply burn before Monoko's turn. Increase damage for each consecutive turn without taking damage. That was also pretty good though. Okay, let's see what this thing does though. Using a skill that doesn't consume stains increases damage by 20%. Resets on using a skill that consumes stains. I wonder if on turn 2, the automatic hit of Typhoon, would that be another skill that doesn't consume stains, or would that still be the first instance of using Typhoon without stains? Base attack changes all current stains into dark stains. With 4 active dark stains, any skill can consume them to deal 300% more damage. That seems really good if you're going like Burst Mage Lune. Although it does require you to base attack, which kind of sucks. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to stick with our strategy because it was very obviously done for specific reasons. Okay, let's start with this cave maybe, huh? How far does this... Okay, this area goes all the way up there to that SGA mask. There's also... Is this a climbing thing? Yeah, okay. We can climb right there if we want to. Let's go in this cave first. See what's going on here. What are these? Are these like shells? They're like painted rocks?
There's an alarming amount of sweets here.
What's wrong with that?
Verso's defending other Verso. hear a noise. There's something in here? Okay, yep.
Good stuff.
Promo. I don't know if my computer just isn't liking this area, but it seems like everything is still lagging at the moment. Although immediately the second one that we break works perfectly fine, right? So it's just the first one that we broke, I guess, was upsetting. Okay, we saw an enemy up here. Let's start by fighting the enemy, so then we can move on with our lives. What is that guy? Is that... It's Francois. Oh, what? Gosh dang it. That attack wasn't close enough? Are you kidding me?
The elements dance.
Obviously, Lune always gets to go first because she has like over 3,000 speed, and because she starts with Greater Rush as well.
Okay. Chroma is flowing.
Alright, hold up. Can I not see what these guys are called? Nah, I guess we don't know. But it's like Francois wearing a party hat and he's got like a googly eye on him. Although I can't tell, is that a googly eye or is that a real eye? It's kind of creepy. Alright, I'm trying to decide. Probably makes the most sense to just Stormcaller.
Thunder. Strike quick.
Okay, so the real question is, like, in a real fight, we obviously probably don't want to just throw all the buffs on Minoko. In fact, Minoko's probably the worst person to have. Like, assuming this buff makes it so you only take 1 damage, Minoko's probably the worst person to have it. Because Lune needs to be alive for the team to work, and Mael is the damage dealer, so Minoko's the most expendable. But Minoko can shoot them until they're weak and leave them for someone else to take. How did you not get marked? There we go. But now we got full AP again. So if I remember correctly, Minoko has this thing where sometimes, like a 20% chance on free shot that he gets AP back, and then he has a multiplier to how much AP he could get back, so instead of getting 1 AP back, he gets 2 AP back. So he gets like 40% of the AP that he uses back. And then we get to full AP, which actually I used too much, or I didn't use enough AP there. I wasted an AP, I think, for starting my turn there. So he could break someone on hit as well. You're breakable. Let's break you. Okay, we're just gonna kill this guy. Kill that guy. Oh, I hit the lollipop on accident? Oh, I do know 1 lollipop gives you 4 stacks. If you break the second lollipop, you also still only have 4 stacks. You probably want to not... I guess you can't get more than 4 stacks, maybe? And then we could actually just go breakpoint, right? This was the whole strategy. I'm not really sure why Mael keeps starting her turn with 8 AP after having 9 AP. It has something to do with the lollipops, huh? When you break the lollipop, everyone loses 1 AP. It also gave the stacks to Minoko. It didn't give them to Mael. That's weird. I have a feeling we're gonna need to know how this guy works later on, but... Damage share. 50% damage taken is directed to other allies if possible. That's not that bad. That's one of those things that I would probably just put on everybody. Because the whole strategy is that Lune is constantly healing everybody a lot. So we just want to, like, diffuse the damage across everybody, right? So no one gets singled out and killed. But I don't know if I'm actually going to put the work in to get that on a character. Maybe down below is how we get up there. What's going on here? What is this? Assume that's a grapple spot. Let's go down the cave first. Try to make sure we don't miss any secrets or anything. Alternating critical, on critical, 100%. Okay, I need to... Gotta go back and read that. On critical hit, 100% increased damage of the next non... Oh, well. That's pretty much irrelevant. That's also really weird because it gives 50% critical rate. So that seems like just a really not well thought out ability. Because I guess maybe on its own is fine. If you have no other critical chance, exactly 50% might be okay, but... How much do crits do again? They do... Do they do 3 times in this game? So I think it just doesn't make sense. I think it's just not good. But I'm pretty sure my entire team has essentially 100% crit chance on any enemy that's burning. I know my L has 100% crit chance on any enemy that's burning. I don't remember if everyone else does as well. But I imagine that just having 100% crit chance is probably better than trying to play around this weird thing. Oh, right, we gotta climb. Your character doesn't just automatically climb. Oh, we gotta... I didn't even see this. I thought this was just gonna be a dead end with an item. I didn't see these climby bits. They go far, too. Well, let's do this part first, I guess. How do I... Oh, okay, I can't do that.
What have we here?
New weapon for CL. So these are all Esquier-related weapons? Somehow? Let's see what this is. It's got no element. Can't enter Twilight. On turn start, if moon and sun charges are balanced, deal 100% more damage and apply double foretell. That seems pretty good. On turn start, remove all sun and moon charges, then randomly gain 1 sun or moon charge. Base attack adds 1 sun charge. Using a tint adds 1 moon charge. Okay, the weapon became significantly worse with the... Like, I'm sure that, like, overall it's probably a positive, but to me, it started to sound worse and worse after the other buffs were added. I thought they could have done something way cooler to, like, help you balance them out more easily, but it actually seems like the rest of the weapon is not amazing. Where am I going? Oh, I didn't even see that one. Didn't see that one either. I hear something. Oh, it's a mime. What the heck is this mime wearing? Obviously, you always get whatever the mime is wearing. He seems to be wearing a creepy mask. I don't know why I had keyboard controls there for a second. Hopefully, maybe I shook my desk just slightly and my mouse moved. Okay, so Mime, you gotta break him before you can do any real damage. I keep messing that up. That's unfortunate. So we probably want Crustal Crush, right? Because it does high break damage. It's 5 hits. I'm using 7 mana, so I should just fire 2 shots, I think. Okay, there's his entire break bar up already, so that means Minoko could just break him by shooting him in the face. We already used up our mark, so... Actually, I should use one more, right? I think? I don't know. No, I think without marks, I don't need to use one more. Yeah, we're at 8. Should I do anything? Just shoot him. Now, what's my most damaging ability? I don't remember. Most of what Minoko did for me is he applied buffs with the shields, and he applied debuffs to the enemies. I don't really think he did very much damage. And he can break people, obviously. Yeah, I think we just, like, apply Defenseless so Mael can one-shot him. Oh, he already has Defenseless. Where'd he get Defense? Oh, I think when Minoko breaks people, I think he applies Defenseless. I forgot about that. I think he also slows them down, which is why he's got the broken boot. So then what the heck are we doing here? I guess I could apply Powerless, but that seems kind of pointless. Yeah, I don't know. Minoko doesn't really have a whole lot going for him if the other guy is already in peril. So I guess I just want to put myself in a good spot, like wheel-wise. Which I think means we want to do the 5 turn. So we just shoot him until we get to 2. However many shots it takes to get to 2 AP. Okay, we made it to 2 AP. I keep messing that one up. Okay, and then... So what do you do again? You could just go Maj. Oh yeah, I forgot about Phoenix Flame. She can just, like, full party res people. That's pretty good, too. If I'm gonna go Maj, though, I should always just, like, spend a bunch of my AP. I could probably spend it all, actually. Okay, let's... Oh, no, not this button. Up here. Let's go Maj. I don't remember the buttons for go Maj.
Get out of this campus.
Okay, we got... Is that a weapon? I think that's a Minoko weapon. And we got Baguette for Minoko. Amazing. Go Majing a non-marked target? Wait, he was gonna die either way. It doesn't matter. Look, we'll think about playing more optimally when it actually matters. Right now, these enemies are pathetic. Okay, what does this do? Critical hits. Wait, what does your current weapon do? Let's compare. Oh, this is the one that lets me make the number bigger. See, the problem is you played Mael as a one-shot monster. My Mael is... She's my highest damage, but she's not a one-shotter. She just does tons of damage, but, like, part of the time I was using, like, Phoenix Flames or trying to apply a bunch of burn with Pyrolith to set up for burning canvas. She's not really a one-shotter. Like, I try and set up the fight for, like, extended long-term damage. But the problem we're running into is obviously none of these enemies can actually show that working. Okay, so he used to start an Almighty for each consecutive turn without taking damage. Break damage is doubled while in Almighty Mass. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, that's all good, mostly because I wanted to start. I think the only reason I run that weapon is to start an Almighty. Critical hits apply burn. Almighty Mass gives 50% increased damage, cumulative, and doubles enemies' burn. See, that seems really good, but this way I don't have any way to guarantee I start an Almighty Mask. Almighty Mask skills consume up to 100 burn to deal 2% more damage per burn consumed. That's pretty cool, especially since we're doing a burn build. But you can see that we already applied tons of burn, and I think because my build is based around me starting an Almighty Mask, I'm gonna keep it how it is. But you could definitely make a build completely around this instead, right? And also, Minoko's not the damage dealer. Mael's the damage dealer. Okay, is there... What else is up here? I guess there's just this rope to get back down. I'm not missing anything, right? There's a bunch of, like, weird noises around here. I'm trying to figure out if that's, like, items or... I think that's all that's up here. So we obviously should have gone that way last, in hindsight. I didn't know it would take us back to the entrance, but... So can we get down here? Yeah, obviously we can, because there's enemies down there. Oh, there was a rope over there, though, right? Hey, there's a flag. I didn't even see this flag before, not gonna lie. Okay, now we got new flags. This one's called Candyland. Alright, let's go fight these guys first. I like that even though we're fighting different enemies, or the same enemies is what I meant to say, we're getting like different songs that are pretty cool. Still no absolute bangers, but good songs either way.
Better.
I think I'm gonna... I guess I could probably just one-shot one of them with Lightning Dance.
What lovely feet.
Wait, I accidentally broke one of the lollipops just mashing the button as fast as I could. Alright, well, we're still at 8 AP, so let's keep going. He's not happy. Oh, because I didn't shoot the second lollipop, it actually triggered a mechanic. It's crazy that we fought like 5 of these and we haven't seen this happen yet. For each Barbapapa stack, the next instance of damage dealt, yeah, we already know that, which seemed to be my damage, so it is a debuff, I guess.
A bit of violence, yes.
However, have you considered the fact that this is not a skill or attack? This is free aim. Okay, turns out we had enough AP to kill him. Alright, so what's over here? Why were you guys here? I thought maybe I could grapple that from a different direction to get somewhere new, but doesn't appear so. Item?
Well.
Energy tint. We're getting more tints in the DLC. That's kind of interesting, but okay. Okay, well I could get right here, but I can't go any further. You telling me the whole point of this area was to get an energy tint? Like, why do I care? I got like 9 of those and I never use them for anything because I have someone that generates 9 energy per turn for my entire team. And then I have someone else who generates like 20 energy per turn for himself. Okay, well that was kind of lackluster. Alright, what's down here? So we got... Wait, how do we get over there? I thought this would go under. Hello, sir. There was obviously people over there.
Now was our chance. The eternity of ice. Okay. Doing better.
I don't know why, but every time, for some reason, Lunay's second turn is always, like, delayed. So you just sit there and you're just staring until the typhoon goes off. Anyways, get one shot.
Lightning dance.
That move is so good, by the way, because if her typhoon applies burn, I think she doesn't quite have 100% crit until she applies a burn with Typhoon, and she has 2 chances to do it. And all she has to do is crit, which I think she has like a 75% chance to crit. So she's got 2 75% chances to apply burn, and then after that, Lightning Dance double hits every time it crits. So if you have a 100% crit chance, it's just all double hits. It's so good. Is this breakable? Yes. Yes, it is. So this seems like it's maybe going to go to where I was thinking about. Do I fall all the way down if I miss these jumps? What happens if I miss? Well, let's try it. Alright, nailed it. What was that? So where is this taking me? Am I supposed to hopscotch? Hey, we did it. We unlocked a new outfit for Lune, our new hairstyle. I think that this hairstyle is still probably the best, but where is the new one? Over here, double bun. They should have done something about this screen, right? Like, I can't see her at all. Even here, I could hardly see her. They couldn't, like, you can't rotate the character. The background is black. Like, we couldn't have done anything to make it a little bit easier to see the outfits. Anyways, we're going back to a messy bun. Like, I guess you could always just exit out and look, but you have to be in a well-lit area to begin with for that. It's just like, why not make it a little bit easier in the menu to actually see what you're doing? Okay, so should I just jump down below? Like, can I do that? Yeah, oh, okay, no. No is the answer. So how do I get to those guys down there? What if I jump from over here? Okay, they don't let you. At least not from here. That's a sequence break, I guess. Okay, we got a bunch of paths ahead of us. There's another thing to break over here, so let's start with this.
An advantage.
3 color of Lumina. I think we'll be fine on those. Wait, let's see. I think Lune was the one who has the most. Yeah, Lune has 515 Luminas. Does anyone else? My only has 283. He only has 350. We got quite a few. Oh, I forgot to look at Baguette. It's not that bad. That's terrible. But if we do it like this, it's not that bad. I still kind of like this one. Is there anything else over here, or like, why do we do like a little loop here? Well, I guess the only way to go is this cave then, unless I missed something. Okay, we got a bunch of ghost gestrels on carnival rides. How many times have you done it? I stopped counting after 3 million. I'm surprised he counted to 3 million. Monsieur Frappe. Oh, I heard that this guy's like a joke or a meme or something, right, about the game? Maybe? I didn't actually watch it, but I think that this name is a joke. I don't know. Because I don't know the joke, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. I assume that if we just don't participate, that would be not the correct answer. So let's go with this. If you counter my attacks, you win. Only if you do it 3 times. Otherwise, that would be far too simple. Sure, why not? I'm not even going to ask him what the reward is. For all I know, the reward is friendship.
Foolish move.
I haven't had to counter anything yet, so this should be interesting. I missed.
Danger!
Are you kidding me? This guy... He has so many fakes. Okay. Are you... What? What?
I'm ready.
I thought that was the same attack as last time. Oh, jeez. I thought I had that one, though.
Yes, I love a dance.
I got it. Did it say I have to do 3 in a row, or just 3 in general? I think it's 3 in general, but... Okay, he hit me with 3 easy ones in a row. He has a lot of health. His health bar actually moved. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm guessing this is the meme guy. Because there's the whole, like, Dark Souls and Elden Ring meme, or, like, jokes about enemies holding their attacks forever, making it impossible to dodge. And then this guy's just constantly trying to fake you out. So this must be a meme guy. I can't believe the one with the lollipop that or it wasn't the lollipop. I don't remember which weapon he had, but when he jumped on the lollipop, when you thought, like, because of the previous one, he just hits you. But then instead he does a backflip, jumps on the lollipop, and then breaks the lollipop to hit you. I was not expecting that one. Okay, he gives us Feign. We'll see what that does in a second. Okay, it didn't actually count me losing that health, but it doesn't matter because Lune instantly heals everyone to full health at the start of every fight, so... Alright, what was this exactly? It looked like it gave stacks of that cotton candy thing. Yeah, 4 of the Barbapapa stacks. Every 5th hit with a skill deals 600% more damage. Okay, so it's just like another one of these. Wait, this is deals 600% more damage, so the hit does 700% damage. Whereas this, just the hit does 200% damage. So I think this one's technically better as long as you have moves that get to 5, but it does require you... Oh, you start each turn with that. Which I think how it read was every attack or skill. So I assume the first 4 hits would all do 1 damage. And then the 5th hit would do 700% damage. And then after that, any other hit would just do normal damage. Unless you had something that could hit 10 times, I suppose. But you start every turn. So it is a damage up. But I think it takes away, like, diversity in your build, right? Like, all of a sudden, then you can only use moves that hit at least 5 times, otherwise this is useless. It does give you a lot of crit chance, though. Like, let's go over here to Mael. I don't think being above 100% crit chance does anything. I could be wrong, though. Because I was just focused on getting her to 100% crit chance. And I guess she has 100% crit chance before the burn. What about Minoko? What's his crit at? He's only at 48, but he has critical burn, which I think gives 25%? I don't remember. And then she's at 72. Alright, well that was exciting. So there are the enemies over there. This guy's... I assume these might be breakable, but I'm going to talk to him before breaking them. I'm storing a lot of candy here. Then I can trade ride tickets against candy. What if I break all your candy? Yeah. Okay, he didn't say anything about me breaking that.
Great.
Okay, what now? I broke all your candy. Okay. He didn't respond to the fact that I broke all of his candy. I'm too tall to enter the ride. But seeing the others having fun brings me just as much joy. He is really tall. Do we do anything with this machine? Doesn't seem like it. Who the heck's this guy? Very, very cool gestural. I mean, like, both of these could be true, right? What? I want to know the secret. Oh, you think so too? Nobody likes queuing. It's been so long since I met someone like you who thinks like me. One day I will make it so nobody ever has to queue anymore. But for now, I will share my secret ticket with you, so you can skip the line and enjoy the ride as much as you want. I was born with it. I don't really remember. Wait, if you ride without dying, I will give you something to make you look cooler. I pick a character. I can't remember who's my best 1v1 character. I think, unfortunately, because of how my build works, it's not Mael. I think it's either Lune or Minoko. Let's try Lune. I don't know what it was about that, but it looked like a scene out of a horror game. It didn't really belong. It was kind of weird. Lune tried to enjoy the ride, but kept thinking back to Expedition 50 and their giant wheel. How could they not puke all the time if that's what it felt like? Speaking of, Lune has to excuse herself for a bit after the ride. It spun a bit too much. Okay, we got an outfit. I guess we have to probably do it with everybody to get these outfits. I thought we were gonna have to do like a battle or something. It's an Esquier outfit. Nah, it's not that cool. I don't like the puffy shoulders. Go back to the Clair outfit. Okay, can other people do it too? Oh, right. Because I have costumes off in cutscenes. Alright, she just threw up immediately. But I forgot that Mael is technically just Alicia now. So, if we don't have costumes on, she looks like Alicia and not like Mael. Mael enjoys the ride. She will it didn't look like it, but... Was that not her throwing up immediately? Am I missing something? Alright, Verso, you got it. I think Verso's gonna be fine. Verso's probably done this before. A wave of nostalgia engulfs Verso. For a ride he never truly rode. Oh, because I guess it's the other Verso has probably memories of this, which is why he put it in there, and Verso has nostalgia for it, even though he never actually was a part of that memory. I want to see Minoko. These cutscenes are creepy. I don't like these cutscenes. They're weird. Alright, Minoko. What? Why is he riding it like that? Is he having fun or is he crying? I can't tell. Minoko enjoyed... Why does it say they all enjoyed the ride? We should bring Noko? Everybody skipped the line. You're all invited to my birthday then. A piece of cake gifted by an ancient gestural. I assume we're gonna need this cake for something? Like maybe every area has a piece of cake or something like that? Here, have some cake. Is this a quest item? Yes, it's a quest item. It says Verso on it. Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna need like different pieces for a party or something. Anyways, let's check out all the outfits. I mean, they're all the same outfit, but, you know. I mean, that one looks a little bit better than it looked on Lune, I suppose. Oh, it also looks okay. I don't know why the one for Lune just looked really goofy to me, but everyone else seems to wear it fine. It looks fine on Minoko. That might be better. We might actually wear that. Yeah, you got it. Alright, where's Minoko at? Oh yeah, here we go. Got a little Esquier head on the belt.
An advantage.
A healing tint. This will take forever. Alright, well, I think we only have one more thing left to do. I assume this is the exit to Candyland. I think it's... Like, I think we entered somewhere up there. But there's one more thing left to do in Candyland. Just go over here. Hello, sir. Oh, these are... What are these called again? The like... Color? Chromatic? I can't believe my attack missed either, but... Yeah, I think they're called chromatic enemies, right? Chromatic...
Now was our chance.
Machinipedes? So it's like machine and feet? Machine feet? Anyways, he might actually be strong, so we gotta, like, go all out on this guy. Okay, he's not that strong. Do I just go lightning dance here, or do I go Stormcaller? That's the real question. Let's go Stormcaller. I think it guarantees a kill.
Thunder! Strike quick!
Now's my favorite part.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be shooting at something.
Sweet taste of blood.
Alright, so I guess... Oh, right, I can't remember all the stuff that I have that charges gradients, but... Obviously we got a lot. Because now we could just straight up gradient attack and break him. Does the gradient attack spin the wheel at all? No, it doesn't. I can't remember, do you get another turn, or does, since he's already taken an extra turn, I don't think he can get another turn from a gradient attack, right? Wait, how did he die? Does he just die when he breaks, or what happened? I don't think Minoko does that much damage. Also, no damage number came up. What just happened? Alright. We got a new weapon, it looks like, for Minoko. I'm not really sure how that guy died. What do we got here? Canaro. Free aim shots move the bestial wheel one step forward. 25% increased damage per mask change this turn. Uh-oh, here we go. Free aim shots deal double damage while in Almighty Mask. Alright, hold up. Hold up. So, you could already see what I'm thinking here, right? We just completely forgo the needing to be an Almighty Mask. And just spin the wheel like crazy. It's weird, I don't get the level 21. Like, why have that? Because you're only going to get one free aim shot off in Almighty Mask, right? Because then it's going to move a step forward. That's a war crime. So the only issue that I'm just seeing immediately, right, is that this weapon is not going to scale as well without me changing my build. So, like, if I just equip this right now, we're probably not going to do more damage. Yeah, I could probably hit Almighty Mask multiple times, because how many times you got to turn? It's 2 plus 5, 7. I think it's 9 turns to get to Almighty Mask, so I could hit it multiple times. I mean, it's definitely going to be, like, if I fully level this up, a damage up. The question is, do I then change my stat lines? Because I really like how my stats are right now, right? With maxed out agility, maxed out defense, and then a bunch of vitality. Like, my L's built the exact same way. Lune has a little bit more luck because I wanted her to have above 70% crit rate. But essentially, like, my characters are very tanky. And I'm thinking I would have to sacrifice maybe all the vitality for this. To put it all into luck. How much health are you getting from your Pictos, by the way? I think you're getting a lot. You're only getting 3,000 health from your Pictos. So I would still have probably, like, maybe 4,000 HP if I was lucky, which is not that bad. Also, how much speed does Lune have again? Because Minoko has 3,000. Mael has 2,400. Lune has 3,600, plus she starts with Greater Rush, so she's got like 4,500 speed. Do I want to do this? It would be funny, right? How many of these items do I have to even level up weapons? I don't remember. Where do they put them? Is it here? To get to 32. And then I have 7 to get to 33. I have 170 of these. I didn't even realize I still had that many left. So I could surely get the weapon to max. The question is like, is that actually worth it? I guess the only reason I like my current build is because I get the free... I didn't mean to exit out. Is because I get the free Abyssed Wind into... Because I am always on Almighty Mask turn 1, so I'm guaranteed. And I also like the stat line of this weapon. I feel like we should try it. It's also... Agility is the one that's going to go to S. So we'll have the same amount of damage from agility. We might have a little bit less damage from luck. Let's see. Okay, do I have to leave this area? Let's finish exploring this area, because I can't go to camp right here, right? So I can't actually level that stuff up quite yet. Is that all that was here? I think it was. And I guess I could, because Abyss Wind requires... Which color does it require again? It requires purple, Agile Mask. So, I mean, that's a 3 out of 9. No, not 3 out of 9. No, it is 3 out of 9, right? Or am I counting wrong? Is it actually 10? Are there actually 10 slots? How many slots are there on the wheel? There's 2 green, 2 blue, 2 red, 2 purple, 1 yellow. So there's 9. So it would be a 3 out of 9 chance that I can cast this for 0. And I can try and set myself up for it too. So it might just be just as good at making sure I get to cast this for 0 and take a second turn. I could just spend like, because usually I try and get myself down to 5 AP. I could just spend like 1 or 2 more or less AP and be at a spot where I can cast it for free. Okay, so that's Candyland. Let's try and get back to where we were. What is this? Well, let's go down here first. Uh-oh. The music just got very weird. Okay. I guess we found a boss that the game has felt the need to change the entire atmosphere for. Should we just fight it right now? I was going to try and leave so I could upgrade stuff and use Minoko's new weapon, but... Now, is this just a guy? Okay, I gotta fight him. Okay, we'll see how difficult this is. Chromatic Franktale? I don't know what that means.
Eternity of ice.
How much health does this guy have? I can't see because of all the buffs. Okay, this guy's weak. Why did the music change? This guy's a baby. He's about to get one shot. Oh, really? You didn't have quite enough damage to kill? Okay. Well, that guy was nothing. Completely pointless. What are we getting for this, though?
Nice.
A new weapon for Mael. It's defense agility. That's the stat line we're looking for. It's really hard to replace this weapon, though, right? It's got to be amazing, right? So, what does this weapon do exactly? Start in Virtuous Stance pretty much makes the entire weapon. Every burn applied is doubled, and burns deal double damage. What does this do? On turn start, consume each AP above 4 to gain 50% more damage per AP consumed. All hits apply burn. See, the problem is how do you actually use a move that costs more than 4 AP then? The only way to do it would be to leave a target marked and then free aim, hit them. See, maybe you could have 5 AP. Using a skill that costs 4 or less AP applies mark to all enemies. It's just, like, it'd be a huge damage buff, but you can't use your huge damage moves, except for your gradient attacks. So maybe this would be worth it, just purely trying to go Maj with this. Because I'm pretty much always starting my turn with 9 AP, right? So 5 of it disappears, we get 250% more damage. And then I guess we're just gomaging with that. If we can pull it off. That's weird. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with Mael's current abilities. I would have to redo all of her abilities because none of her abilities would be usable. So I don't really think I want to do that. Well, this was an interesting area, but this guy was easier than the other chromatic enemy that we fought, so I don't really know why this area went like all spooky music. Okay, well, I didn't really mean to do this side detour. I just thought I might forget about this rope if I didn't immediately do it, because it's at the entrance to Candyland. Take me back up. Just want to make sure we don't miss anything, and then we can explore better later. Okay, so this is the entrance to Candyland right here, right? Yes. Okay, let's go back to the flag up here. We'll teleport out. We'll go level up that weapon for Minoko. Probably change his stats as well. Where was that flag? Right there. No. That's a gestural. It was on the other side of this rock. Also, I feel like ever since we went down below, the music has changed in this area. Am I crazy? It's like creepier. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a different song. Take me back to the continent. The only bad thing about this weapon is I kind of like to split my AP between the two turns that Minoko takes. And it would benefit more from me just dumping all my AP on one of the turns. But I suppose if for turn 2 I'm starting with 9 AP, then it's essentially the same. Oh, there's a little place to stand next to here. So let's go to camp. I don't remember, can you just leave camp whenever you want? Or do you have to like end the day or... Oh, maybe I could have just maybe done it out of flag? I could have just done it at... Well, I couldn't have upgraded the weapon, though. Or, wait, can you upgrade weapons? Because you can here. I can't remember. Can you just upgrade weapons at flags now? I guess you probably could have. So I didn't actually need to go back to camp, did I? Alrighty. But hold on. What else was this giving us? I mean, it was the 20% increased damage for consecutive turns. And is this all damage? Yes. So this is all damage, including the skill that you then use. Oh, we gotta hold it. The getting it up to 33 is such a big damage boost. That's crazy. Alright, let's equip the weapon, because I don't remember if it shows you your weapon damage while you're upgrading. I used to use this thing, huh? So we have S in agility, A in luck. You do get different amounts. So like even though the scalings, like the weapons are the same level and they're both the same letter scaling, the numbers are still different, right? This is 3689. This is 3625. So how do you, okay, we got 52 recodes. That's good. So I'll remember these stats just in case we want to go back to it. Does it show weapon damage here? It does. 7622 from weapon. Is that how that works? The weapon is separate from your attack power? Is that true? Yes, but the weapon scales off of your stats. Alright. You only have 88, huh? You have the most. Okay, so the number that I'm concerned with is going to be what our health ends up at. And if the attack bonus is worth how much health we're going to lose. Also, we will have more crit rate. So there is that. But I think luck after 15 kind of gets diminishing returns on crit rate. There's no way that I could just reset a single stat, it seems like. Oh, we could go backwards. And 81. Oh, we still have more than 5,000 health. That's better than I thought we would have, actually. Plus, we now have 71% crit rate, and we have above 10,000 attack power. We actually, I don't remember what our attack power was with our other weapon. Shoot, what was it? I can't remember. But I think this weapon might scale better with luck than it was scaling with defense. I think we might end up with more damage. And we still should have the same defense, right? I didn't check our defense numbers, but I don't see why our defense would be different. What else does luck give? Luck gives some speed, that's what it does. Okay, we just got to make sure he's not too fast. Because I did, like, tune him specifically to be slower than Lune, which he still should be. And faster than Mael. Well, let's do that. So this way we keep most of our tankiness. We only lost like 1,000 HP. And we gained 23% crit rate. Plus a bunch of damage. This should be interesting. Okay, he's got the weapon equipped. Everything's all good to go. We should also rest because we don't have full tints now that I found those new tint things. There's no way I gotta actually go to bed, huh? Yeah, I think I could have done that all at the flag. But... okay, this should be fun. I think Minoko might go from just applying debuffs to, like, literally killing everybody now. Yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't loaded out of the area, because now I think we're going to have to reload the area. But anyways, I think we're probably going to wrap up this first one there. We only got to do Candyland, but there's obviously still a lot more to do. We'll get ourselves back to that first flag. The music's back to this. Fortunately, all the enemies are back now. I kind of want to know if that chromatic guy is back or not. Leave me alone, please. I don't think the chromatic guys don't come back, right? Oh, Minoko scared me. I thought an enemy was chasing me. Let's fight this guy really quick. Missed.
Overflowing with energy. The eternity of ice.
Okay, so Stormcaller's not actually gonna do more damage, I don't think. I think Stormcaller's based off of Lune's damage, right? So when Minoko hits people 20 times in a turn, it's not actually gonna increase the damage of Stormcaller. Okay, is there anywhere we could see that? Unfortunately, since he has a bajillion buffs going off. I think it would be called Canero. Yeah, okay, it's right there. Canero times 1. Isn't it supposed to be higher than that? There's 2 Canero times 1s going on. He's still at 9 AP, by the way. Okay, so the 12,000 is the shock damage. I don't know, his numbers are all over the place. Every time it's a crit, but... are there super crits in this game? Because, like, his weapon is doing the light damage. Sometimes, even though it's a crit, sometimes it's doing more, sometimes it's doing less. Either way, I think he is going to do tons of damage now. I just want to go back down there, make sure that the chromatic guy doesn't respawn, and then we'll probably just start the next episode from down here. Plus, maybe we'll carry over this music again. Yeah, he's not here. Is there anything else around here that I missed? Like, shooting something? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's go back up, and I think that's gonna be it for now. We'll get back into exploring more of the DLC in the next one. But this new build is gonna be exciting, I think. I'm glad that we actually found something that we could change. Like, I've been analyzing everything and seeing if it would be useful or not. But I think that's the first thing where I'm like, yes, this we can make use of. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will continue this free update for Expedition 33 in the next one. Bye.